Hey everyone. So I just recently saw a post stating that people are trying to petition that Caitlyn Jenner's, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, Olympic titles and medals be revoked. Um, well, First off, Caitlyn Jenner's Olympic titles can't be revoked because Caitlyn Jenner did not win any Olympic titles. Bruce Jenner won the Olympic titles. That's the thing about transitioning. She has become a completely different person, and this is just another example of the transphobia and along with homophobia and it really this pisses me off. I mean, everyone has a past, and what they did in their past, they can still be proud of it and be somebody and not be that person today. Um, Bruce Jenner before pre-transition was not competing in the Olympics anymore. Was not an Olympic athlete, but was a former Olympian. But is not that thing now. So we can't say that they're an Olympian. We can say that they were an Olympian, and that they were an Olympic athlete, and that they are a former Olympic athlete. Um, just like we could say Caitlyn Jenner used to be a man, but isn't a man anymore. Most, and I'm not an authority on transgender psychology or the community, but I know that most people who transition want to leave their previous life behind them, back over here, and become a whole new person. So again, my only response to this is Caitlyn Jenner doesn't have an Olympic title. Caitlyn Jenner did not win an Olympic title. Bruce Jenner did. So your argument is invalid. For whatever reason you think that that should be a thing. Well, you're a moron and you're an asshole. And normally when I do videos on controversial topics, I tell you guys to go ahead and spare me your hate mail. This time, I welcome it. Bring me your hate mail. I will post my email down in the down below. It's dravenkane13@gmail.com. Please, you want to argue with me, you want to debate with me, let's go. Because there is no thing that you can tell me that says someone transitioning from male to female is wrong. Hell, it doesn't even talk about it in the Bible. So you have no platform, you have no argument. It is invalid. I'm just so tired of everyone getting all uppity and up in arms because something is different. Because it doesn't subscribe to your belief. It's as simple as this. Caitlyn Jenner decided to become Caitlyn Jenner. That doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't cause you to lose your job. It doesn't cause you to not be able to eat. It does not cause you to be able to not breathe. It does not affect or impact the economy in any way. There's not going to be a nuclear holocaust because a former Olympic athlete decided to become a woman. And they used to be a male. Whatever their reasons are, whether they feel they were a woman trapped in a man's body, whether they feel whatever the reason, there are so many reasons people transition that go on for days. But I'm just really, really sick and tired of the transphobia, the whole gay rights they shouldn't have equal marriage and all of that, the anti-gay rights bullshit. You know what? If someone wants to love somebody and they want to be together and they want to be happy and they want to, get married and they want to interconnect their lives in a union, in a symbolic union of their love, and they want to put it on a piece of paper, the fuck are we to judge? Who are we to say, no, you can't be happy? Who gave you that right? And if you try to tell me God or the Bible, I'm going to tell you to shove that up your ass. Because, okay, maybe it's, it says what it says about, a man layeth with another man and blah, blah, blah. A man should not lay with another man lest he be stoned. Funny comedian Ralphie May said, probably because, it'd be high. And I mean, shit, take a dick up the ass, and it'd probably have to be, need something to kind of soften that blow. I made it funny. And see, this is the shit that like I talk about sometimes with my friends. I don't, normally I don't delve into politics that often. I talk about, this is our government's way, and because the media is controlled by the government. Trust me, it is. And I probably sound like another conspiracy nut, but trust me. There's a lot of media that government only lets us see what they want us to see. And there goes my phone, because I'm such a nerd in Harry Potter. But that's their way of getting us all to look at each other so that we stop looking at them and seeing what they're doing. Now, what I'm about to say is about to make me sound like a treasonous traitor. But get through this whole video, this whole statement, before you decide to try me for treason. Remember, one, I did a little bit of time in the National Guard, and I was, I swore in and all that. I love my country. Remember that. But I think what we need to do is dismantle our entire government structure. Our entire judiciary and justice system needs to be completely overhauled. And I'm sorry for those of you that are in and your sentences are still pending and whatnot. You're going to have to sit it out so we can figure this out. And, hopefully you can get proper justice served to you with this idea. But basically, senators, congressmen, mayors, governors, city councils, and the president and his, the cabinet and the joint chiefs and all you fuckers that are in charge right now. You all need to get fucking fired. Okay? We need to unseat our entire government and completely upend it and dismantle the entire government structure as it is right now. They say listen to your older elders, your elders who are older and wealthier and wiser than you. You know what? This country's been run by a bunch of old white rich men for how long? And look at where the fuck we are. Now, in some instances, we are a great country and a great nation. But in other instances, would you look at the bullshit that is going on right now? Seriously. If somebody wants to get married to another person because they love that person, that should be a beautiful thing and we should be applauding them. because they found someone that they're going to spend the rest of their life with, and they're going to commit themselves to that person. They're going to wake up next to that person every day. Now, mind you, I'm polyamorous. I have a wife, and I see other people, and so does she. It's a two-way street. I'm not a polygamist. There's a difference. Polygamy means a bunch of women married to one man, and they only see that one man. My wife is allowed to see other people. I am allowed to see other people. But I found the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, that I want to wake up next to for every day of my life. And I take her with all her faults and all her, all her good points and everything, it's, I'm allowed to be happy. I am a cisgendered male. It means I am happy with the gender that I was born with, and she is a cisgendered female. She is happy with the gender that she was born with. But if for some reason I decided that I wanted to be a woman, my wife would still love me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, people. What we need to do is we need to kick those assholes out of office so they're not making, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year doing a job that is supposed to be a public service. Yeah. It was supposed to originally be a public service, a civil servant, and you get a little stipend for doing the job, but they're getting paid. The president gets paid $475,000 a year for the life. I saw this whole meme. It was showing what a congressman and a senator and all of that, all these guys, and what they make for life. That they get paid this amount of money. So even after they leave office, because they did this thing for the rest of their life, they're going to make that money. Seriously. The average, I think it was the average soldier deployed in Iraq makes about 38,000. I think it was 38,000. I mean, if you factor in their health benefits and, health, dental, eye, and the fact that if they're active duty soldier, their living expenses, living on base, if you factor in all of that, it averages out, which to a decent wage. But these people are on our front lines, giving their lives. And when they die, their family, they get some benefits and all that, but I think their lives are worth more than $38,000 a year. I think, in my opinion, starting wage should be $45,000 to $50,000 a year. Like any other entry level position. I covered a few topics in this, but the main thing, I'm tired of the transphobia. Like I said, you don't take away a person's medal because they change their gender identities or their Olympic titles. They did that when they were Bruce Jenner, not Caitlyn Jenner. So, to those of you who want to have that transphobic attitude, fuck you.